Well, the last time we saw the Wisconsin Badgers, they left the Kohl Center ice after a disappointing 7-1 loss to Minnesota on senior night. Now, after a week off, the Badgers wrap up the regular season on the road against Ohio State. I'm Brian Posick, and Associate Head Coach Mark Osiecki joins us next on the Badger Hockey Digest.
Welcome back, Grandma. Wow.
I did a lot of shopping in Italy, and I met a nice man.
Ciao, Gino.
Gino.
Da Italia.
He's Italian.
Vieni qua.
Buick now has an SUV for that. The Buick Envision. One of 3 luxury SUVs from the new Buick. Get 18% below MSRP on every remaining 2017 Envision Essence and Premium model. That's over $7,500 on this Buick Envision Essence.
This is Lexi Rush. She's 10, and she's amazing. You see, Lexi was born deaf and couldn't hear anything. That was until her doctor in Appleton referred her to the pediatric specialists at UW Health in Madison. Now, 2 operations later, Lexi can hear everything. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health. Remarkable.
How do you show up?
Let's go.
Do you just bring it? Or do you bring it all?
Lucas, you gotta go.
Third row like a pro. Step up to GMC with 15% below MSRP on the most popular 2018 Acadia models. That's over $7,600 below MSRP on this all-wheel drive Acadia Denali. We are professional grade. GMC.
Well, Mark, you're coming off a bye week, and I think maybe the bye week came at a good time. Since the Christmas break, you've been playing every weekend, and I know Minnesota came to town, and give them credit. They played some pretty good hockey, especially that Saturday night. But now you can kind of regroup a little bit, refresh a little bit, and get ready for the end of the regular season, the playoffs.
Yeah, and we have a few guys that are banged up. A lot of guys there's a handful of guys that played a lot of minutes, and you could see that in the wear and tear in their bodies. So even talking to a couple of them today, their bodies felt much better. And you go through a weekend like that where you're amped up to play a rival and it doesn't go your way. Now you do have to get reset and get refocused. And I thought that bye week came at a good time for us to get away and reset and mentally recharge the batteries a little bit.
Yeah, every team takes bumps along the way. What happened on Saturday against the Gophers, your team is much better than it showed. Do you have any idea how and why that happened?
Well, I think it's a combination of things in that game. I mean, it was almost like a perfect storm where Minnesota was playing well. You have to give them credit. Our goaltending wasn't as strong as it's been, and they'd be the first to say that. But, when the first couple shots go in, and not that that's Bear's fault, but when it does happen, it is deflating on the bench, and you could feel that. Then you jump to the first power play that we had, and it didn't go our way, and that's a little deflating. And then Josh S. gets hurt, and that hurts our blue line. And, you throw that all and wrapped into one. I think guys played a little bit tentative, a little bit gripping the sticks with the energy.
There,
exactly, with the energy, and the fans were outstanding, the students were outstanding, and I thought all of a sudden it was just a perfect storm, and it all kind of came together. And like I said, Minnesota played well. They were flying, and we just didn't generate that bounce to happen, early in that first period.
Sure. So the Badgers hope to erase that from their memory bank and head to Columbus this weekend to take on Ohio State. The season hasn't gone completely like the Badgers would like. Who knows? Something special still might happen. We do know the best is yet to come for this program. The players here know that, including some of the graduating seniors, including defenseman Tim Davison. Let's take 2 minutes with Timmy Davison. You were part of Wisconsin's last NCAA tournament team. That was a great time.
Yeah.
You're a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament, got knocked out by North Dakota, unfortunately, won the first ever Big Ten tournament championship, and things kind of went south. But now they're coming back. What's that like?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, the way this where this program's going to is exciting for all of us. It's exciting for all the alumni, and I hope the recruits are excited too, because what they're coming into is something special, and it's I think Wisconsin's going to be a powerhouse the way it used to be, and kind of like what you said, I kind of, my freshman year, I had a very small part of that team as a redshirt, but nonetheless, I was on the roster. I got, the Big Ten ring, so I guess I was part of the team, but I kind of had, full circle with, my first year going to the NCAA tournament, winning the inaugural Big Ten tournament, and then kind of having a few down years, and then last year with our success, and then hopefully this year we have even more success. So I'm hoping, like the other seniors, to end on a high note, and our last game being a win.
So is this the time in our little chat where Timmy takes over?
No, I think I'm just trying to emulate you, trying to be like you. So if you could keep taking over, so I can learn a little bit more.
Timmy takeover. So you've got this little video now on UW-Badgers.com. So did you bring this up? Did somebody ask you to do it, or did you volunteer?
No,
How did this work out?
I was actually asked. Yeah. So Coach Paul, as we call him, our media guy, Paul Capobianca, he said, hey, I've seen some NHL teams are doing it, some of the other college teams where the player interviews the other players, and he's like, would you want to do it? I think you'd be perfect for the job. And I said, you know what, for you, anything, Coach Paul, I'll take care of it. And we got some good feedback, so it's been fun. A lot of people think it's cool, to kind of get some interactions with, player to player, see inside the locker room. So I hope the fans enjoy it. I'm working every day to get better. It's just like with my hockey and my academics, just try to get better every day. So hopefully we have some new good ones coming up.
Most people don't know that UW Health and the University of Wisconsin are national leaders in the field of kidney transplant. They provide new life for those who will likely die without a transplant, and they assure a normal life for those who donate. I would know. I donated a kidney, and together, we saved a life.
UW Health. Remarkable.
Welcome back, Grandma. Wow.
I did a lot of shopping in Italy, and I met a nice man.
Ciao. Gino.
Gino.
Da Italia.
He's Italian.
Vieni qua.
Buick now has an SUV for that. The Buick Envision. One of 3 luxury SUVs from the new Buick. Get 18% below MSRP on every remaining 2017 Envision Essence and Premium model. That's over $7,500 on this Buick Envision Essence.
Well, we heard from Tim Davison a little while ago. He's certainly got a good perspective on this program. And yeah, everybody wants to win now and do something special now. It just might take a little bit of time.
Yeah, winning is not easy, and you have to put in a lot of work, and you have to go through the ups and downs to understand how to win, and you have to learn how to win, and that's what our program's doing right now. It's won in the past, and it's going to win again. It's just going to take some time, and you're going to have to go through the lows to really understand how to win, and you just look at the course, and I look at our 90 group that won a national title. I think our teams were much better in 89 and 88. Some of the guys might challenge me on that and disagree, but I think our teams were much more talented, and all of a sudden you have to go through a couple of years of some heartbreaks and some tough losses where you can learn how to win, and it really where it helps is in the locker room.
Sure.
And it took some time. It took 2 of those years to understand how to win, and then we finally figured that out in 90. That's what these guys are going through right now.
Sure. Badgers on the road to wrap up the regular season this weekend against an Ohio State team that's ranked in the top 10. Steve Rawlings' club has played well all season long, and you think about the Buckeyes, and generally they're up and down the ice. They still are, but defensively they're much improved, aren't they?
Yeah, and it starts at net. I mean, their goaltenders played well, and I think it allows them to play on their toes and play a little bit more aggressively and understand that if they do make a mistake, they've got a brick wall behind them. And, that says a lot about a team. And really, when you can play on your toes and take a little bit more risk to your game to a different level, it helps a lot. And they've played very well in front of them.
All right, well, good luck this weekend. Appreciate your
All
time.
right, thanks, Brian.
Badgers Associate Head Coach Mark Osiecki. Wisconsin and Ohio State, both games Friday and Saturday night start at 6 o'clock Central. You can hear them live on the Badger Radio Network. No television. You can catch them on the stream, though, at BTN+. For Mark Osiecki, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.